Today we're gonna haul a heifer barn. I already got the scrape alley scraped out. The way we work this barn, every other day we scrape and bed or stir. It's a compost pack barn. So we pen them back, and then I come through here with the skid loader, scrape it all up against the cement block, and then scoop it up and normally pile it. And then let them up. They lock themselves in, and then I can get back to the pack and do whatever I need to do, whether it's a bedding day or a stirring day. So when we built this barn, we were gonna use straw and soybean fodder, and for the first year or so we did. We used soybean fodder, and it worked good. Now I gotta set this down quick. The heifers broke that post off, so I just had to chain it and needed both my hands. So anyhow, now they're all up here locked and eating. Since I'm hauling today, they're gonna be locked up here for a couple hours. They have a tendency to reach over and let their buddy out. So I set these individual locks up. That way, if they try, they can't get out. Come back from the field and had some escapees already. So I just pick these up, and then they're all locked up, and I can work with the pack. So like today, it's been 2 days since I stirred it, and it's been 4 days since it's had any sawdust. Whenever I put sawdust in, there's 4 pens, 4 20-foot by 20-foot pens with a 10-foot scrape alley up front. I use 1 skid loader bucket, that skid loader bucket right there, per pen. Got 37 heifers on the pack. So as far as going out and getting straw or soybean fodder, it's cheaper for me to do sawdust, being able to compost it. So like I said, 2 days ago I stirred it. See, it just fluffs it up is one idea. It's very soft. Which when you pull it up, it lets air into it, and you get moisture, air, and organic matter, and that makes heat. And the heat also helps dry it out. And now the pens don't look the cleanest, but whenever you look at the heifers, they're spotless, pretty much. I mean, I've seen heifers on straw that have manure balls all stuck over them. So it's been very efficient on the sawdust use. And normally what I do is I'll just take a skid loader pass up through, take out like a 6 foot wide, and then it drops the whole pack about a foot, because I don't want to empty it out, because then I can keep stirring it, but it does fill up too full. Now, with it being the middle of May, it's soon corn planting season, and I try and get this pack to go through the summer without having to haul it. So we're gonna empty it the whole way out today. And then, so for the next month probably, I'm gonna have to use twice as much sawdust until I get it up to about a foot of pack, and then I'll be able to start stirring it. It's not the ideal thing, but it's just what we do, because once we plant corn here in a couple weeks, we have nowhere to go with the pack manure other than putting it on a hay field, and then you get it in your hay. So we don't really like putting pack manure on hay fields in the summertime during hay production. So yeah, so we're gonna empty it the whole way out today, and then basically start the pack all over again. Okay, so that's the first load out. I got a Knight 8118 manure spreader. It's seen its better days. As you can see, we lined the inside with OSB. For this manure, it's not too tricky, but we haul the manure pit over there with it, which is more liquid. You ever have a manure spreader getting holes in it, you go to Lowe's, get great stuff, gaps and cracks. Works awesome to plug holes. But no, it's the sidewalls, it's thin metal, it just didn't hold up for us. The bottom's heavier where the augers are. It's fine down the bottom. It's just these sides rusting out on us. This is where the sawdust bin is, right off the back of the heifer barn. So, like I said, we'll get the sawdust one day, and 2 days later, this is a cultivator we use. It was an old road cultivator. It spread out the shanks, so it kind of stirs it all up, and that's all we use. So now we're gonna go up and spread this load of manure. So since it's the last spreading of the year, or of the springtime before planting, we had nice weather, so everything's chisel plowed already. So I'm going on top of chisel plowed ground. We left the field. There are the fields that aren't spread, are fields that I can come in and go in one end, out the other end. So I have to turn back around and go back over the field twice. Just trying to reduce on compaction since it already has loosened up some. So we also have a box spreader, which is has the apron and the feeder in the back. It'll unload this stuff twice as fast. It is broke down right now, so I'm down to this manure spreader. It works, it does a decent job. It's just painfully slow. Just too little of a hole for it to try and push the dry material out of. But it does work, so that's what we're using. now you can see what it looks like all emptied out. When we dug our manure pit, it was slate, so we used the slate from the pit for in this barn for fill. There we go. You can see we just got rocks. We dumped it in here. We ran it down with a bulldozer, and the steel tracks kind of busted it up. Made a really good solid footer for the barn. And we, where the pack is, we never bothered cementing it, and it seems to be holding up. Like, we're not digging out too much. Every once in a while you catch a little bit, but not bad at all. So now we're gonna put in, probably gonna double up the bedding. We'll put 8 buckets in here and give them something nice, soft to lay on, since it's a solid floor. So we got all the sawdust down now. So for those of you that don't know, sawdust is a byproduct of making lumber. Used to be cheap. We used to get it for $20 a load, but because of things like wood pellets that people burn in stoves and OSB board, there's not as much out there, so now we're paying over $300 a load for it. But it's still one of the better bending materials out there. All right, girls, you ready to go check out your new pens? Once they realize they're free, they're gonna run around. They've been locked up for a while, so they'll be excited to get to stretch their legs. We gotta check everything out. What do you think, girl? You like the new pen?